All right, day six. Um, Day six, man. 6 days in a row we've been doing this, and I'm so stoked. I'm still so excited about this because I get another opportunity to speak about some things that I know have changed my life, and I hope that what I'm talking about, what I'm changing my life, is going to help change your life for you. So, day six of the 90-day challenge, 99 problems, but this ain't one. This life ain't one for me, baby. Got to keep changing these things about our life. So, what I want to do today is briefly go back over what I spoke about yesterday about affirmations, and I want to give you a list of some of positive affirmations. Um, list of positive affirmations in here. That's going to be towards the end, but I also want to go over and just go back over some of the things that I said because I get the impression that from listening to what I said, it seems like I may not have made it clear that this is not some hokey type, ethereal, extraterrestrial type thing. This is just basic principles of life. Okay. Um, what I mean by that is the things that we talk about the most anyway are tend to be the things that are already happening in our life, and we talk about them, and they continue to seems like they continue to happen in their life. Have you ever noticed? I don't like being too negative, but have you ever noticed the people who tend to complain the most always find something to complain about? That's an affirmation. An affirmation in its essence isn't necessarily saying something that's bringing about something I want to have happen in my life, and its meaning. The meaning of an affirmation is that it's something that you say. I'm just affirming it. They call it an affirmation. So when I say something, it's an affirmation. Period. Anything, the statement that comes out of my mouth is an affirmation. Period. That's just what it is at its essence. So, if you ever also noticed, with that being said, have you ever also noticed that the people who are really, really happy, always in a good mood, tend to always find the good part, the good side of any event, no matter what happens. I stubbed my toe. Oh, I stubbed my toe. It's okay. Why? It wasn't my pinky toe. They find something positive to find in it because they're constantly saying these positive things about their life. They're constantly seeing more positive things in their life. They're constantly affirming positivity and constantly therefore bringing positivity to them. Now that's just on a basic level. What we're talking about now is bringing more success into our life. Maybe I may have maybe you're starting off in a position where you don't have the success that you want in your life. So you're still going to constantly talk about the success you want to speak into your life. You want to speak it into existence. Um, what that means, speaking something into existence, is still only not going to work. It's not going to work still if you don't have the belief in what I'm saying. I mean, that's just basic rules of life thing too. So that's the first point for today is that you must believe in what I'm saying anyway. And whether you believe it or not, it's still going to happen. It's just the laws of the universe. It's just things are going to happen on much, much slowly for you. Because if you're looking for success, you're going to be reading books on success. If you're looking for happiness, you're going to be going around and being around people who are happy. You're going to be constantly searching for that. If you are actively seeking it out, you're going to be talking to people about happiness. You're going to be talking to people about success. You're going to be talking to people about motherhood or about parenting. You're going to be talking about these things, about how to become a better athlete. You're going to be speaking about them. And the process of speaking about them, you will start seeing things happening in your life. Now, you may not attributed the things that are coming into your life, you're producing your life as affirmations, but that's what they are. You're doing affirmations. Now, second point about this I want to say is the most powerful form, in my belief, most powerful form of affirmations is prayer. Just prayer. I don't know about you, but I when I need something to happen for me, somebody may be feeling sick or whatnot, or if I just want something to happen in my life, that I really want something to happen in my life, and I need some more help than what I get right now, I can leverage affirmations by asking for prayer for someone else. That's a little sneaky little trick right there. Now I'm not telling you to go out there and tell people, look, I need you to pray for success for me, but it wouldn't hurt if you believe in that. I know I do. And it's starting to work for me. Here's so for you, for the Christians out there, a positive Christian affirmations is the book of Proverbs. I mean, go through the book of Proverbs, just start reading stuff, man. The whole book of Proverbs is talking Solomon talking about how to go from nothing to having this, and once you get there, and what you're gonna do with it, and the right thought process and everything that goes wrong. He's talking about the laws of success right there. That's why he became one of the richest men of all time. There's even a book called about it, I think called that, the richest man of all time. Hmm, about Solomon. Anyway, but that's part two. You got to once you believe it, you have to believe in this, believe in the power of affirmation, the power of your words, basically. And the second thing you want to do is make sure is it explains to you that prayer is the highest form of affirmations. I'm not saying to turn around and pray the same prayer every day, but that's part of the power of affirmations, a power of prayer. Excuse me, is that you don't have to say that prayer once in the God that I believe in. But we're not going there right now. But if you continue to say what we're trying to do by our affirmations is continue to change our thought process throughout the day so that the prayer that we make every morning gets closer and closer and closer. I mean, asking that prayer, I have to take some action on it, and then I have to start thinking about. I'm constantly changing my thought process so I can recognize the signs that are placed in my life so that I know which direction to go. I'm asking for guidance in my prayer. I'm giving guidance by, as I reacclimate my mind to where I'm trying to go, I start noticing more signs. Now, as I said in the beginning, the third thing I'm going to give to you today is I'm going to give you a list of affirmations that I used to use, and some I've basically narrowed it down now to more focused on exactly what I do, wanted myself. But in the beginning, I didn't know exactly what I wanted. I just started asking for everything. I mean, everything. I so I'm going to read them off here, but what I have here, it's a little bookmark. What I have here in this bookmark is a picture of a Rolls Royce drophead coupe. Now, I used to be a server. I was a server, and what I did was I had taking these pictures off the internet, printed them out, and I put them on the outside of my book when I was serving. I put it on the outside, taped it up, and then I also had handwritten out on a register tape, and I written out a bunch of my affirmations, and I put them across the back of my book for serving, and I taped them on there. So as I was walking around the restaurant, some crazy may happen. I'm reading. This is before I understood I need to be in the proper state. I would just start reading off the affirmations, right, off of this book. But I was visualizing and I was reading it. So I didn't understand it all, but I was doing it. And I'm telling you to do the same thing. You may not understand all this, but do it anyway. But here, I'm gonna give you a list of affirmations I used to say. And I read them, reading them off just as I was reading them off. I mean, some people have written them on the mirrors and stuff. But here we go, some affirmations. I am wealth. I am abundance. I am joy. I am free. I am sovereign. I am faith. I am belief. This is my own personal one. I'm a connoisseur of mediation and intrinsic value with individual prosperity. I am prosperity. I am sex. I am an original writer. I am cocky and funny, and the world loves me because I am a great man. I am a great father. I am in control of my life. I can do all things through him. I am a brilliant and savvy businessman. I am an inspiring coach, great leader, motivating orator, and enlightened entrepreneur. My mailbox and my email bring me good news. That's a good one to write down. I need to write that one down. My mailbox and my email bring me good news. My business is a masterpiece. That's what I'm trying to do. Give you some masterpiece right here, my words. I'm married to a woman. Now, this hasn't happened for me, but I still wrote it down. I am married to a woman that helps me fulfill my legacy, and we live happily in love through great communication, affection, and mutual assistance. The marriage hasn't happened, but I have had some great women in my life because I knew what I was looking for. Um, every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Just a few more here. I am beautiful. You know I had to use that one. I consistently attract. Here's a very, very good one. You understand what I'm saying here? I consistently attract all the right people to help me grow my business. And therefore, everywhere I turn, there are people there to do me good. That's a phenomenal thing for you for any area in life because you're needing people, you need to attract people into your life. That's a good one. I'm going to read it again. I consistently attract all the right people to help me grow my business. And therefore, everywhere I turn, there are people there to do me good. I am always thankful, grateful, and appreciative. I am rich and getting richer. I love myself. Rob Proctor says all the time, you need to say that to yourself all day long. I love myself. I love myself. Scream it out. Money flows to me in abundance. I'm a money magnet. Everything works out in my best interest. I'm surrounded by angels. That's powerful. I'm surrounded by angels. I am the best of the best. And lastly, something I try to live by also, I am a creative genius. Now, all these things that's going on here is when a time when I wasn't really feeling myself that well. I wasn't feeling about where I was going in my life. I knew where I wanted to go, but I wasn't there yet. And I was still trying to change some thoughts in my head. Some things that would pop in my head about where I couldn't, thought I could not do. Because of some bad relationship in my life, I thought I couldn't do some things. Because I had messed up some things in my life, I thought I couldn't do some things. Okay? But my parents had put it in my heart that I could go somewhere. I had to, you know how they did it? They were constantly telling me, often they would tell me, you're a fortune. My dad would say, you're a fortune, you can do what you want. Mama would say, constantly telling me, can't is not in our diction, in our vocabulary. Now this sounds like some hokey things. My family actually said this to me and my sister as we were growing up. Can't is not in our dictionary. Father would say, you're a fortune, you can do whatever you want. Period. Sometimes we lose sight of those lessons, and we know in our heart to be true. Those affirmations help me get those thoughts and get that positivity back in my life and get that confidence back in my life. So, with that being said, we're going to end this right now. Please subscribe to this page. Yes, I said subscribe to this page. Keep on coming back for more and for more. I'm going to keep coming at you real talk as much as I can. Again, this is D. Orlando Fortune asking you to keep it as simple as A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, and do, re, mi. I'm out. Because confidence is all you really need to live your life in style. So just do what you gotta do.